Hey, what is up? I'm going to show you guys how I create these little mock-up templates. So it looks like that. And you can put this over any of your seamless files and it just gives it that little, I don't know, I just like it. So if you want to learn how to do something like this, then keep watching. You can do any shape you want. It doesn't have to be a circle, but I'm going to show you how to do it with a circle. So let's go. Okay, so first things first, you're going to want to put your brush onto the monoline brush, which is no tapered edges. That can be located, I believe, in the calligraphy section is where you will find the monoline brush. So I recommend using that. And we are going to draw our circle. It would help if I was on the right layer. Okay, we're going to draw a circle. Try and make it as circly as possible, but if not, no worries, because Procreate does it for you. Just hold down and it'll make a circle. And if you want it to be a perfect circle or more than just the ellipse, you can go over here to the selection tool right here. Go to freeform, and then you can edit your circle a little bit. And I have snapping on. That kind of makes it a little bit easier, but it's not really a big deal. That'll just help you get it in the middle. Once you get those golden crosshairs, it's not wanting to do it. That's fine. It's not a huge deal for me. So we got this circle going. We're going to fill it. You just drag and drop, and it doesn't matter what color we're doing right here because we're going to cut this shape out in a second. So after we have the circle, we're going to create a new layer. Make sure it's under the circle. Make sure it's black. And then drag and drop over. So now we have the circle in a layer and the black in a layer. We are going to combine these two into one layer. So we're just going to grab both of them and smush them together. And then we're going to go over to our, I called this a selection tool earlier, and that's not what that is. I don't even know what it's called, but we're going to go to the actual selection tool, and which is this kind of like S-shaped guy over here. And we're going to go to automatic. And we're going to tap the circle, and that should fully select it. If it doesn't, you can tap and drag across and it'll grab more of it. Just get it to where it's a circle. And then we're going to use 3 fingers to swipe down, and we're going to hit cut. And that's it. Now we have a circle that's been cut out. So now when we have our image underneath, it looks like that. But a lot of us, you can leave it like this too if you want to make it a circle. It makes it harder for people to steal your seamless files if it's shown as a circle. So you can make this whatever color you want. But I like to go in, hit the N, and mess with the opacity. That way you can still see the rest of the file, but it wouldn't be usable if someone stole it because it's that different color. And again, you can make this any color you want. I just find that the black works best. If you wanted to change the color, the easiest way to do that is to tap it, go to Alpha Lock, and then go to whatever color you want, select it, go back to the layer and hit Fill Layer. And that'll fill just the shapes and images on that layer. And then you can go in and change the opacity, but I like to keep it as black. So we have that part done. Now we want to do the grid. And again, this is all optional, so you could stop here and it would probably be fine. But I like to make sure my stuff is extra watermarked. So I created a new layer. I'm going to tap the colors, go to white, make sure monoline is selected. And then I'm just going to draw a grid. And you can have your lines as wiggly as you want. Just hold down and it'll be straight. There's even a trick. I won't go into it, but there's a trick where you can make it so you're just drawing up and down lines and there's no like left or right. And there's also there's grids you can download. Like Canva has free grids. If you just wanted to download a PNG of a grid, that's fine. If you want to make your own, that's fine too. Just start doing a few lines. You can duplicate it and then drag it over. I'm going to turn the snapping off so I can do it. And then smush those. duplicate, grab it, bring it over, and duplicate those, or smush those again. And then we're going to swipe, duplicate, use the arrow tool, turn it, and now you have your grid, and you might need to make it a little bit bigger. So just drag it to make it bigger, and then combine them. And there is your grid. Obviously that's ugly, so we want to change the opacity so that you kind of barely see it, but just so that it's there. So this is what it's looking like so far. And if you don't want such thick lines, you can just change your brush thickness right here and make skinnier lines, or you can import a grid from somewhere else. And then the last little finishing touch I like to do is I add another layer, and I like to have a box right here, and then I put my business name in the middle. So I'm gonna just quickly draw box. I like to make it a rectangle, but again, you can make these any shape you want. And then I fill it, and I select it and kind of put it more in the middle. And I like to change the opacity on that. And then we go over to the wrench. Is that a wrench? And then go to add text. And then here you write your business name. Happy Bugs Flyco. Drag it over. Resize it. Change the color to whatever. Get out of there. Undo. Go away. Leave me alone. And that's it. Now, if you want to save this, that way you don't have to redo this every time, just get rid of your seamless pattern. You can leave them all as separate layers, or you can smush them together. I recommend just leaving this how it is in case you want to change it. Maybe you want to like do something else later, you know, who knows? But you would just go over here to share and save it as a PNG. I'm just going to save the image. And then now you can import it into anything. You would go to add, insert photo. And there it is. All ready to go. And it's all just one thing right here. This is the one that I actually have, but same thing. So there you have it. That is how you can make a cute little watermarked mock-up page thing. I hope that was helpful. If you want to learn, if you want to learn how to make your own seamless files, I have a course showing you exactly everything I do and how to draw these. You don't need to know how to draw. You do need to know how to use Procreate just a little bit. Like what I showed you, you should be comfortable with. And you can take that course and you can learn how. So thank you so much for watching.